Kodiak Theatre and Warden and Finch from beautiful Toronto, Canada. The Rabbit Academy invites you to the
2024
Annual Awards in Board Gaming Excellence.
Thank you everybody for joining for the 43rd annual Room and Board Awards. We are here celebrating board gaming greatness, and you can see everybody here is very excited to be here. We'll add it in post. We'll add it in post. Yeah. Well, okay. No, just one. We gotta leave. Okay. No. Yeah. So we're here. But we'll cut to a close up of me. Just one second. And just here in this big booming auditorium here for the Room and Board. Yeah, cut the camera.
Yes, good evening everybody. Yes. Oh, yeah, bring down the screens. Put the green screen in. We got to do it just like we're here at home. Yes, everybody, please. Oh, quiet down. Oh, now you're loud. Because you seemed pretty shy earlier when we were looking at the room, but now you're loud. Welcome everyone. Hades and Hercules, welcome to the RABies. Welcome to the annual Room and Board Awards. Room and Board Awards 2024. Don't check your calendars. It's January. This is when award shows are supposed to happen. You can bet. Nothing bad. No, we're not going to delay it. We're here. Welcome. Please stop. You're too much. Really, you're too much. Stop it. No, please. Yes, please. You're right. I am. I love you too. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Room and Board Awards, where we celebrate the best that board gaming has to offer. We celebrate excellence here in the form of cardboard and plastic. Cardboard and plastic, just like my pet name for my parents. My mom and dad. Dad and mom. We celebrate excellence here, like they never celebrated mine. But we do have the who's who of board gaming are here. No, don't pan to the room again. They were too shy previously. We're gonna stay up here on me. The who's who of board gaming. They came even if they weren't nominated. Seven Wonders Duel. Seven Wonders Duel is here. Let's give a hand for Seven Wonders Duel. They showed up. One of the bigger snubs of the evening, some might say. Seven Wonders Duel making the point that you can just slap on an IP on anything and make it successful, even if it's the exact same game that people already enjoyed. Yeah, so let's give it up for Seven Wonders Duel. Seven Wonders Duel. We have another snub here, SETI. I see SETI in the back corner there, drinking a couple champagne glasses. SETI not nominated tonight for anything, but to be fair, that isn't SETI's fault. That is the members of the jury. They are still involved in completing their first game of SETI. Searching for extraterrestrial intelligence, more like searching for a way out of this game. Am I right? Oh, we laugh. What a classic SETI. You drink up. Of course, 2024 also saw that crowdfunding was going strong. GameFound recorded something like $85 million raised in crowdfunding for the year 2024. But it does seem like shipping is getting a little dicey these days. We're talking about 2024. I gotta save my tariff jokes for next year when we've all forgotten about it, right? Because it'll pass. It's gonna pass. But yeah, I ordered a game it cost me $200, and my shipping date, they just sent it to my email. It said it will be arriving eventually. That's true. I'm going to get it at some point in time. It seems like they're getting less and less specific with these shipping dates. I don't even check the updates anymore. I just assume 5 years from now, a box will show up and I'll say, did I order furniture? No, it's 300 miniatures and a 50-page rule. So that's fun, but we had some big things happen in 2024, as you will all know. One big piece of news was pretty fun. Hans and Gluck, famous for their slogan, "We make games," is now rebranding to something more accurate. We take games and game concepts from other people and pretend that they're our own. It's a bit of a wordy slogan, but they're going with it. As we know, the term meeple has been around since 1984, and Hans and Gluck decided to copyright that in 2019, and in 2024, they then decided to start to enforce that intellectual property rights to the intellectual property that they stole. Although I am excited for their next game that's supposed to be coming out soon. It's called Lawsuit the Gathering, where you play as Hans and Gluck sending cease and desist letters to indie publishers. It doesn't seem mechanically that interesting. You roll a d6, and on 1 to 3, well, you get ignored, and on the 4 to 6, well, you get alienated by the entire board game community. So I think they might have another rebrand in their future. We Take Games just isn't really working out for them. They might want to do what companies do, they kind of rebrand their name and fly under the radar. So I have a couple suggestions for them. Instead of Hans, I'm Gluck, you could be Hans, I'm Petty. Hans, I'm in denial of fair use. Or even Hans, I'm glucking it up on Epstein's Island. Any one of those would accurately represent Hans and Gluck a little bit better, I think. But speaking of intellectual property, Stonemaier Games is here. Stonemaier had a pretty big year 2024 because they actually own their properties. They own Wingspan and Wormspan and Finspan. And I've just heard, we've got the inside scoop on this. They're coming out with a few new titles. They were inspired by the game Night Shift, I believe. So I think we've got Swingspan and Wangspan. Both sound very interesting titles. And then they're moving into the food genre as well. And in the food genre, we have Egg Span, Bacon Span, Eggs Bacon Span, Eggs Baked Sausage Span, Span Bacon Sausage Span, Span Egg Spam, Spam Bacon Span, and of course, Spam Span. It's an exciting time to be alive. It's very exciting. That was 2024. And we saw a lot of ups and downs in the board gaming industry, but we know that in 2025, again, remember this was taped in January, in 2025 is going to be the best year for board gaming ever. Nothing bad is going to happen to us in 2025. And all of our nominees will definitely make it through the year. So we got a great show for you tonight. We got a great show celebrating, moving forward into a bright and open, exciting future. And because this is our 600th episode of Room and Board, the 600th annual RABies, of course. No, we're on the 24th annual RABies. Well, we brought in some special guests to do a musical number, of course. We want to see a live musical number? Okay, let's do it. Come on up on stage, all right.
To take home that little statue, the toast of all the town. Well, that's the
RABies.
Designers and directors, technicians, volunteers. Well, that's the
RABies.
Composers and
Sorry, everybody. It looks like I'm just being informed that that we have a bit of a copyright issue. It seems Hans and Gluck owns the rights to that as well. Okay, cool. Well, let's get on with the show. Thank you so much for being here. We have a ton of nominees to honor and celebrate tonight, starting out with the Forgotten Heroes. Or I should say the soon-to-be-forgotten heroes, with AI art running rampant. The nominees for Best Art Direction are Inventions, Evolution of Ideas, Eagle Griffin Games. Unconscious Mind, Fantasia Games. Wild Gardens, Rose Gauntlet Entertainment. One Last Score, self-published. Arcs, Leader Games. Harrow County, Off the Page Games. Windmill Valley, Board and Dice. Kelp, Wonderboat Games. And the RABie goes to Unconscious Mind, Fantasia Games. Congratulations. Congratulations goes out Unconscious Mind. You can come on up here and say something if you want. You shy? They're shy. I have a feeling everybody is going to be too shy to come up and make a speech. That's okay. I'll do it for them. In Unconscious Mind, you're a psychiatrist helping people deal with their penis while also trying to get the most victory penises across a variety of different mini penises. It's my mom's favorite game, or at least that's what their playtester, Oedipus, told me. Let's give it up for Unconscious Mind. The first of the night, the first but not the last to get that RABie, that famous RABie award statue just off screen. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep this show on the road. We're here to announce the results, not to make you all have a good time. That would be a different show. But make sure you stick around to the end because there's a reason I don't have many bits planned. That's because I spent all of my time working on the end bit. Next up, we do have an exciting category. Unlike other award shows where we leave the exciting categories at the end, here we like to put them right at the beginning so that you don't have a reason to tune into it anymore, just like any other YouTube video that you may watch. It's great. We try to keep it informed. Leave them wanting more and never deliver. But some of these games did deliver, and so we have the nominees for the best game of the year in 2024, the casual nominee. These are the games that you can play easily with friends and family and fall into that lighter category. And the nominees for Best Game Released in 2024 Casual are Harmonies, Libelute, Cthulhu Death May Die Season 3, Come On Games, Courtesans, Catch Up Games, Let's Go to Japan, AEG, Cascadia Rolling, Flat Out Games. Things in Rings. BoardGameTables.com. Sorry, All Play. MLEM, Space Agency. Rebel Game Studios. Conservus, Salt and Pepper Games. Tower Up, Monolith Board Games. Captain Flip, Playpunk. The Walking Dead Surrounded, Button Shy Games. Sunrise at the Studio, Pencil First Games. Kelp, Wonderbow Games. Flutter, Phase Shift Games. And Wild Garden, Rose Gauntlet Entertainment. A ton of nominees again put forward by the Rabid Academy, the Ruin Board Patreon community, but only one of these games can win, and that is the one in this envelope. Thank you. Oh, in this envelope. Thank you for passing to me, my assistants. Very lovely, just off stage. And the winner for Best Game of 2024 Casual is Harmonies. Harmonies by Libel Lewd Games. Let's give it up for Harmonies. Very good. Harmonies, quite lovely. People describe Harmonies as what if it was Cascadia? And that's it. So congratulations to Harmonies. We're getting back on track, stacking those tokens on top of each other and scoring the greatest points. Harmonies is a relaxing game, comes in a nice little box, and is nominated for a few other awards down the line as well, so we might see it up on stage again. I guess we'll never know. Well, we will when the program finishes. Again, I have a plane to catch, so we can't have this take all night. But I do have some guest presenters that I want to bring up on the stage right now. Presenting the award for the best solo game. Well, it's your favorite solo person, a man who will never find someone, and that, of course, is Slippery Jim. Come on up here, Slippery. Can we get Slippery up? Sorry, have we seen Slippery? Oh my, okay. Well, take it away, Slippery. Go for it.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I can't believe that I'm the first guest on this channel. And if you've never seen me before, well, you can see me after. I'm having a little party with all the award winners. We're going to cover ourselves in oil and roll around on 20 copies of each game. Don't worry, I purchased the deluxe editions. Anyway, I love taking some time and playing with myself. You know I do. You know I do. And so I cannot wait to award this award to one of my favorite games. The nominees for the best new solo game, solo only. This is the only way to play is with you, yourself, and I. Not Irene, like the Jim Carrey movie. No, it's not sponsored. Okay. The nominees are Palm Laboratory, Cosmos Games, Rome, Fate of an Empire, Best with One Games, ooh, that's something I like, Forage, a 9-card solitaire game. You only need 9 cards to get it going, don't you? Ooh, delicious. That was web published. Next we have Civolution, make your own civilization deep print games, Walking Dead Surrounded, Button Shy Games, Conservus, I'm feeling a little conservative up here, not covered in my usual oil. Oh, Salt and Pepper Games, yes, let me speak closer to the microphone. Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs, Cephalofair Games, oh, and Helionox Chronicles, Zeroic Games. I'm feeling a little Zeroic myself. Oh, all right, now I'm going to announce the winner. It's one where you can make your own creations. You can make a world where nobody laughs at you, but where everyone loves the finer things in life. They do love it. It won't make you feel small like so many of these pocket games, but it makes you feel amazing. Oh, and that is, the winner goes to Civolution Deep Print Games. Let's give them a hand. Oh, yeah. I'm getting so excited about it. Oh,
okay, whoa, just a second. I'm sorry to do this. I've been receiving word from my producers that Slippery Jim didn't say the right nominee. Well, okay, he did say the right nominee that did technically receive the majority of the votes, but this category is reserved exclusively, unfortunately, for games that are solo only, and Civolution has a multiplayer aspect to it, and so Civolution is actually barred from the competition. I'm really sorry to make this announcement. I don't know what we should do here. That we've never had this happen before. They kind of just pushed me back on stage. So we're gonna retally the votes. This is highly, highly irregular. This is not how the award show should be going. And I'd like to apologize to everybody. But can we cut? Can we cut to the commercial? We're gonna cut to commercial. We'll be back. We'll be back with the actual results. Cut to commercial.
I used to have a real problem flying. A stewardess can only take one suitcase.
Oh, no,
I needed one suitcase just for my creams and lotions and bath oil. I have very dry skin.
So do
But now
I.
I only take Johnson's baby oil.
Whoa.
It removes my eye makeup fast.
That's my
I use it
favorite.
on my legs.
Oh,
No
me
dry,
too.
flaky skin for me.
None for
and I
me,
even put it
Arthur.
in my bath to make me soft all over.
Oh, I'm
now I even
soft
have room
all
for my
over.
toothbrush.
Yes. Think of all the cosmetics you can do with my sweet slippery baby oil. Oh.
I didn't realize that Slippery was also the sponsor of the RABies, but I guess it makes sense since he won all those millions of dollars a little bit ago. But we have the results. We have the results. The official winner for the best solo game of 2024 is Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs. Congratulations goes out to Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs. Again, sorry about the yeah, your award. I took a Sharpie and I crossed it out and I wrote it in. But don't worry, we're gonna get you something more official. Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs, a little 20 chapter game you can play in the palm of your hand. Let's give a shout out to Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs, the best solo game of 2024. Very good. Let's turn over to something a little bit lighter. We have the nominees this year for the best Duel Monsters clone.
So it's just like Duel Monsters.
As we know, this category is often dominated by just one game or nothing at all. Last year, nothing won, and we were very happy about it. But this year we have 2 submissions. And so the nominees for the best Duel Monsters clone that's just like Duel Monsters, well, here are the nominees. Star Wars Unlimited, Fantasy Flight Games. Lorcania, Ravensburger game. I think it's an expansion. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think it's an expansion. One of these games is going to be crowned the best Duel Monsters clone. Remember, Yu-Gi-Oh! Did it first. And the winner for the best Duel Monsters clone is Star Wars Unlimited. Star Wars Unlimited, where they put numbers on the cards so that they're more valuable just because. And you all fall for it. Congratulations goes out to Star Wars Unlimited. If you want a way to keep spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars just trying to get the game pieces that should have been in a box to begin with, well, you can buy yourself 1,500 booster packs of Star Wars Unlimited. Our next category for the night is the best thematic implementation. Theme can do a whole lot for a game. It can take the game beyond just its pieces. It can transcend from the table into a real environment. It can carry with you throughout the day as you see different game pieces floating at your head, as you assign everyone you meet a different number and character from that game that you've been continuously playing. It can make you live in a different world and have all of your friends and family be concerned that you're not grounded in reality. They may try to do multiple interventions, but it won't work. And that's because of these games. And so the nominees for the best thematic implementation are Inferno Deluxe, Red Mojo. Dune War for Arrakis, come on. Primal, Reggie Games. Flock Together, Sea Cow Games. Inventors of the South Tigris, Garpil Games. Unconscious Mind, Fantasia Penis. Boop the Halls, Smirk and Dagger Night Cage Games. And the winner for the best thematic implementation is Dune War for Arrakis. Come on, games. Thank you. Oh, I'm being passed a letter to read from the team. You can get up here. They're shy. No, they're shy. They're shy. They're shy. They're down there. They're shy. And it says, we'd like to thank the Fremen, the Benny Gesserit, who predicted we would win the whole time, and all of you who contributed spice to the cause. We're about 2 million spice short, so if anybody happens to have some spice, we could really use some spice right now. But don't worry, we're always 2 million spice short. Businesses sometimes run at a deficit. It's okay. A bit of a weird award speech. But hey, you know, it was your time. It's your time. We weren't going to play the music just yet. We'll save that for later. Let's give it up for Dune War for Arrakis. Let's give it up for Dune War for Arrakis. Next up, we have a great one. This is the FOMO-iest campaign. These are the campaigns that just stick with you, even more than the thematic implementation. These are the campaigns that you just can't stop thinking about. These are the campaigns that come into your house while you're asleep, reach into your wallet, pull out your credit card, order it for you online, and they will swear to that in court so that you have plausible deniability to your spouse when you can't resist the urge and just purchase them yourself. These are the campaigns that even though I spend all of my time shouting at you not to get, you just can't help yourselves and might ultimately be disappointed, but hey, you gotta have them. The nominees for the FOMO-iest campaign are Enormity, Into the Unknown. Into the Unknown! Nah, they're not good enough to get that treatment. Into the Unknown. Deep Rock Galactic Expansions, Mood Publishing. Lands of Evershade, Awaken Realms. Odalin, Dragori Games. Tend, Ivy Studios. Cloudspire Harbinger, Chip Theory Games. Puerto Rico, Awaken Realms. Flow, Pika Games. Sweetlands, Uchibakoya. And the winner for the FOMO-iest campaign is... They've done it again! Who could have predicted this? It's Lands of Evershade, Awaken Realms. Congratulations goes to Awaken Realms. Awaken Realms has won this title 3 years now in a row. There is nobody that can stand in the way of the amount of lather that our Rabbit Academy foams at the mouth for. They froth at the mouth for you, Awaken Realms. If you see somebody running down the street just drooling and slobbering over a nice little toy, well, if it's not Slippery Jim, it's somebody who's looking at an Awaken Realms campaign page. Now, 2024 wasn't all fun and games, even though that's what we are here to celebrate, our fun and games. In fact, we did have some tragic losses. And so we want to take the time to, as we always do, honor those losses now. And I am getting word from my producers that we've tried to include, this will be a sad one. We've tried to include some updates that have happened early in 2025 as well.
As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. Oh no, from what lives change with forever. These will still be games forever. Looking all the games, looking at life. I'm gonna be sad rest of my life. All these sweet little games, they got broken, and they will never be played again. Oh no, look at those games. It's really sad, because they all got maimed, and I am a strong bad, and that's what I'm saying. And I didn't mean to rhyme all the day. Oh no, look at the games, look at the games. They're so sad, look at the pain. Land and graduated to the board game sanctuary in the sky, in the sky. Oh, in the sky. I'm glad I have my backup singer singing along with me in the sky. Oh no. These are actually some sad ones. But ended with a joke at least. You can't, oh, there we go. In the sky we remember. Yeah.
That was touching. That was very touching, lest we forget. And speaking of In Memoriam, well, we have the Online Local Game Store Award. Move. But luckily, we do have a special guest to present that. Famed supporter of the Online Local Game Store, we have Maggie Death Road. Maggie, come on up. Take it away.
Well, thank you, Chris. Oh, it's so nice to be here in front of everybody. It's a sweet day and a sad day. But I remember back in my day, we didn't order from a store. No, we went to a store ourselves, and we brought our little pennies, and we got a brown bag from the man at the back of the counter, and he filled it with goodies. Those goodies being, well, just decks of cards, I think, because most of the games weren't invented back then. Whew. Anyway, there are some game stores that we need to celebrate, because these are the game stores that we love to order from. These are nominated again by people who love to purchase the games from the game stores, and hopefully the game stores will still stick around. So the best online local game store of the year, the nominees are Game Nerds, Board Game Bliss, that's where my honey lives, 401 Games, ooh. Also, we went there on one of our first dates, Chris and me. Oh, sorry. Harry Tarantula, that's also in Toronto. Seems like we have a bit of a bias here, I think. Boardlandia, well, maybe they can get an award on their way out. Miniature Market, are they still around? I hope so. And Card House. Card House. I'm not even sure that's the correct title for them, but that's what we have. That's what Google told us. And the winner of the online local game store of the year is Game Nerds. Game Nerds, congratulations goes out to Game Nerds. I've always been a bit partial to a little nerd myself, if you know what I mean. Oh, just a little joke there for you all. But seriously, congratulations goes out to Game Nerds. You can check them out online, or any of these places you can check out online. Most of them. Back to you, Chris.
This feels like a bit of a downer. Thanks, Maggie. Thanks, Maggie, for that. All right. Let's get the pep in our step, huh? Let's get our pep in our step a little bit, and let's turn to some to the studio audience and see how they're feeling. So let's take a quick break. Let's take a quick break. Everybody can get up from their seats and shake them off, shake the energy. And you know what? Let's go down to the floor and see what's happening. Okay, all right.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Room and Board Awards. I'm here live on the floor. You'll see that we are all here to celebrate the best of board gaming, the best that board gaming has to offer. We are all here for the Room and Board Awards. Exactly. Now, what do you think about Primal's chances of a win today?
I think that's malarkey.
You don't think Primal's going to win?
It's not going that way.
What game do you think would win?
I'm too superstitious to say because I'm crossing my fingers for a special someone.
That's fair. Awesome. Well, yeah, there's going to be a lot of great board game awards. I got to get up on stage pretty soon, but I've been mingling with the common people just so you can get a sense of the energy that everybody is here, that I put together this event for you all and all your enjoyment. As you can see, the cycle of the pictures going. The pictures are on the pictures are on the put that the Room and Board Awards 2025. Let's go.
Wow. Wow. You can tell that it is the same place because I am wearing the same suit, and it did have the RABies on the backdrop that's now a green screen. Okay, you could tell. You could tell. You could tell it's the same. No one could tell me that it's different. Nobody at all. Sometimes when I scoot my hair back, it looks shorter, but it's the same. All right, let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming with the awards. Next up, we have the best publisher. We want to honor publishers. This is given to a publisher that has delivered hit after hit, gold after gold. They just can't miss. We want to honor the publishers who had standout 2024s, really big years, bringing us a lot of great titles. And so the nominees for Best Publisher are AEG, Stonemaier Games, Mind Clash Games, Off the Page Games, Burnt Island Games, Delicious Games. I don't even know what they did. Oh, that's what they did. Button Shy Games, Garphill Games, Bad Comet, and Check Games Edition. And the winner for Best Publisher of 2024 goes to the only span in town. It's Stonemaier Games. Stonemaier Games, congratulations goes out to Stonemaier Games. Jamie Stegmaier's here. He's walking out. He's leaving. Jamie, you just won. You just won. Jamie, hey, Jamie, hey. Remember we did an R&R show together. Jamie. No, it's Chris. No, you won. You just won. I don't know why you're leaving. You just won. So Jamie couldn't be here this evening, so I'll accept the award on Stonemaier's behalf. We'll just cut that, right? We'll cut it. Stonemaier Games. They did Wormspan and Finspan. They did some apiary stuff, so a lot of really good stuff from. He looked right at me. He really looked at me. Yeah. No, see, it was just a little trick we were pulling on all of you. End scene. Yeah, that's good. You can get up here now. Okay. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the best expansion of 2024. There were a lot of games in 2024, and some of these games thought, nope, I'm not gonna do something original. I'm just gonna give you more of what you already have. Have you played the things that you have enough? We don't care. We're going to make sure that you need this, which is what every great expansion should be, right? The nominees for Best Expansion of 2024 are Aeon Trespass Odyssey, Illumination Cycles, Into the Unknown, Keep the Heroes Out, Boss Battles, Brewa Games, The Night Cage, Shrieking Hollow, Smirk and Dagger Games, Honey Buzz, Fall Flavors, Elf Creek Games, Distilled, Cask Strength, Paverson Games, Obsession, The Characters Expansion, Kayenta Games, Marvel Champions, Age of Apocalypse, Fantasy Flight Games, which it feels like it was nominated last year, but it was probably just a different Marvel Champions set. The White Castle, Matcha, Devere Games, Trailblazers, Sasquatch, Bitewing Games, Sky Team, Turbulence, Scorpion Masqué Games, and the winner for the Best Expansion 2024, voted on by you, the community, is... No, I'm not doing it. I'm not saying. I'm not. Cut to. Are we live? Are we done? We're not live anymore? No, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. This can't. I'm not saying it. Carl, I'm not saying it. Well, you can get a different host then, because I'm not saying it. Oh, you too, Sean? I don't care if it's legally... How much is the fee? The best expansion goes to The Night Cage Shrieking Hollow. Congratulations goes out to The Night Cage Shrieking Hollow. It definitely is an expansion for this game. There are definitely more tiles, which definitely means more fun. Congratulations to The Night Cage. The Night Cage, oh, The Night Cage isn't, the Night Cage can't be here. Everybody, okay, nobody else came up. You're not gonna read the room. Nobody else came up. You're gonna, The Night Cage, come on up, do your speech.
We did it! We did it! We won! We did it! We did it! We did it!
Okay, all right, that's good. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations goes out to The Night Cage. Congrats. Congrats on your win. And talking about expansions, well, where would we be without the best expandable game of them all? Of course, I'm talking about Bounce Off. That's right. Bounce Off or the branded game Bounce. Both are exceptional games. And once again, 2024 saw this as being the hottest IP to cross over with. You've seen Bounce Off Love Letter. You've seen all the Bounce Offs in the past. But we have a special award for the most anticipated Bounce Off crossover. And so the nominees for the most anticipated Bounce Off IP crossover are, let's go to Bounce Off, Bounce Off Rolling, Bounce Span, Cthulhu, Bounce May Off, Inventions, Evolutions of Bounce Off, Unconscious Bounce Off, Survive the Bounce Off, Bounce Off of the Dead, The Horror of Bouncing Off the Orient Express, Lands of Bounce Off, and by Reiner Knizia himself, My Bounce Off. And the winner for the most anticipated Bounce Off IP goes to, wouldn't you know, it's Stonemeyer again, Jamie. Jamie. It looks like I can see through the window. He's in the parking lot. He's just sitting in his car. Jamie, it's Bounce Span. Congratulations goes out to Bounce Span. Jamie. Hey, Jamie, you won. Jamie, you won twice. Jamie, you could come up here. You could. Okay, don't pan to the room. You don't have to pan to the room. I don't know why you're panning to the room. Sean, good camera work. Good camera help. It's hard to find nowadays. But congratulations goes out to Bounce Span. Another great hit in the lineup of spans. Looking forward to that one bouncing out pretty soon. We have one more award taking us into the halftime show. But again, we have a special guest to present this next award. This next award goes out to the best production in a retail release. And so I thought, who better to bring up here than our very own best in production himself, Temu Terry. Temu Terry, come on up here. Come on up here, buddy. Come on up here. Temu known for their high quality products. Temu Terry, get up on here. Announce the winner.
Hello. Well, hi everybody. It's me. Oh, what? I'm trying to. Okay. Hello. Wow. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for deals. I just came to my factory. You know, I have a couple factories. Well, they don't make you have a factory empire for nothing. But I work with a lot of board gamers, okay? I work with a lot of board game publishers. In fact, I produced this great expansion this perfect expansion for Temu Bounce Off, okay? We call it Game Bounce, so it ends up being legally distinct from all the other, but it's good. The quality, it's similar quality, right? Can't break that. Can't. Temu's got it. Whatever you want, Temu's got it. Even copies of all the games I'm about to talk about. You can get them for me, Temu Terry, for probably, I don't know, 50% cheaper, because they're made in different factories. They're made in the factory next door, or when the factory turns off its lights, well then, you know, we go in, we take the files, we bring them over to our factory, and then we print them for cheaper. And we give those savings to you. You want savings? I got savings. There's a lot of stuff on the floor. Okay. It's pretty hard to see as well. It wasn't a good idea. But I'll tell you, my factories, I'm used to it because they also have all their stuff on the floor as well. But I want to shout out these companies whose intellectual property I look forward to stealing. Just like Hans and Gluck. The nominees for Best Production in a Retail Release are Wormspan, Stonemeyer Games, Unconscious Mind, Fantasia Games, Honey Buzz, Fall Flavors, Elf Creek Games, we'll put them out of business, Harmonies, Libellude. Libel's something that we get a lot at Temu, but none of it's true. None of what they say is true, let me tell you. Gnome Hollow, The Op, Descent, Legends of the Dark, Betrayer War, that's a mouthful, from Fantasy Flight Games, Skyrise, Roxley, Axis and Allies, North Africa, Renegade Game Studio. And the winner, where's the envelope there? Chris, it's somewhere. I got it. Don't worry, I got it. And the winner for Best Production and Retail Release is Unconscious Mind! Unconscious Mind, congratulations, 2 wins. 2 wins for Unconscious Mind. That means double the factories to steal from. Thank you so much for having me. And remember, you want cheap shoes? Temu's got cheap shoes. You want a bag? Well, Temu's got cheap bags.
All right.
Temu's got. No, I'm trying.
That's
okay,
good.
I'm sorry.
That's good. Thank you, Temu Terry. Thank you, Temu Terry, for that. Congratulations goes out to Unconscious Mind. 2nd win. That's pretty big. And thanks to Temu Terry. Remember, games from Temu won't be charged tariffs because they cannot be legally recognized as a game. They're legally distinct. It's a loophole. It's a loophole. Well, I hope everybody's having fun. How's everybody doing? Fantastic. I know. Now keep that energy going. We're going to go into the half break, the halftime show, but keep that energy going. Back by popular demand once again, since I haven't yet worked through my backlog of these. We have the world's #1 famous cover band, Josh Groban cover band, the Ballad Boys, singing an original piece, which they call Photograph by Nickelback. Let's give it up for the Ballad Boys, and we'll see you after the break.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head?
And this is where I went to school. Most of the time I'd better things to do. Criminal record says I broke in twice. Ha! I must have done it 6 times.
Kim's the first girl I kissed. I was so nervous that I nearly missed. She's had a couple of kids since then. I haven't seen her since God knows when. God knows when. God knows when.
God only knows.
Every memory of looking out the back door. I have the photo album spread out on my bedroom floor. It's time to say it, hard to say it. Goodbye, goodbye. Every memory of looking out the front door. I found the photo of the friend that I was looking for. It's hard to say it, time to say it. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. I miss that town.
I miss their faces.
You can't erase. You can't replace it. I miss it now.
I can't believe it. So hard to stay, too hard to leave it.
If I could relive those days,
I know the one thing that would never change.
never change. Every memory of looking out the back door. I have the photo album spread out on my bedroom floor. It's hard to say it, time to say it. Goodbye, goodbye. Every memory of looking out the front door. I have the photo of the friend that I was looking for. It's hard to say it, time to say it. Goodbye, goodbye.
Okay, weren't they just terrific? Let's keep it going. Yeah, let's keep it going for the Ballad Boys. Thank you to the Ballad Boys. Very special. Very special. They don't often perform live, but when they do, it's pre-recorded. We're going to get right back into things with the best game of 2024 in the medium weight category. There are a lot of games that are nominated for this category, but we want to kick things off back again with one of our most illustrious awards. And so the nominees for the best game of 2024 medium are Mistborn the Deck Building Game, Brotherwise Games, Leviathan Wilds, Moon Crab Games, Wondrous Creatures, Bad Comet, Cthulhu Death May Die Season 3, come on, Andromeda's Edge, Cardboard Alchemy, Slay the Spire, Contention Games, Creature Caravan, Red Raven Games, Agamonia, Lotopoly, Francais, Seventh Citadel, Sirius Poulpe, Dune War for Arrakis, come on, Flock Together, Sea Cow Games, Undaunted 2200, Osprey Games, Huang, Phalanx Games, Forges of Ravenshire, BA Games. And the RABie goes to Andromeda's Edge, Cardboard Alchemy. Congratulations goes out to Andromeda's Edge, which I'm being told isn't just Dwellings of Eldervale, because in Dwellings of Eldervale, you're playing in a fantasy world, and in Andromeda's Edge, you're playing on fantasy planets. Also, in Dwellings of Eldervale, comes in a gigantic box, and Andromeda's Edge comes in a slightly less gigantic box. If you want to know all the differences between Andromeda's Edge, you can go check out their campaign page. They got a very handy chart anybody can check. Now, our next award, we want to celebrate board game mechanisms in general. 2024 was a year of pioneering in the board gaming space. It was a year of innovation. And so we want to honor these very innovative board game mechanisms right now and award this to the underrepresented mechanisms. You know, we wanted to get some mechanisms out there that were unique, that were used well in 2024, and award them the title as Best Board Game Mechanic of 2024. So the nominees for Best Board Game Mechanic are Tile Placement, as seen in Harmonies and Fall Flavors. Tracks, just going up on a track somewhere, as seen in Unconscious Mind, Civolution, Dune War for Arrakis. Dune War for Arrakis? What does that have a track? Just your victory point track? Nah, that doesn't count. I take it back. Stealth, as seen in Stalker, Earth Under Siege, and apparently Dune War for Arrakis. I guess because the tiles, they're face down. You stretching. Worker placement, as seen in Andromeda's Edge, Wondrous Creatures, Crown of Ash, and probably Dune War for Arrakis. And finally, push your luck, as seen in Walking Dead Surrounded, or presumably Dune War for Arrakis. It's so thematic, you know? And the best board game mechanism of 2024 goes to worker placement. Congratulations goes out to worker placement. All of you hard workers out there, all of you blue-collar folk, we want to honor you by placing you in spots and having you gather up stuff for us. Sometimes we'll even put you in little saddles. Sometimes the animals are the workers. But it doesn't matter as long as you collect that matter and bring it back to us. Congratulations goes out to all the worker placement games out there. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's focus again on the retail release. We talked about the best production in a retail release. That was the production quality of the game, obviously presented by the production quality king himself, Teemu Terry. But now we're talking about just the best straight to retail release. So any game that was released just to retail, didn't have to worry about crowdfunding. These are the games that we want to honor, that took the world by storm as they appeared virtually out of nowhere, with no warning and no pre-pledge needed. The nominees for Best Retail Release are Harmonies, Libellude, Civolution, Deep Print, Tower Up, Monolith, Nemalia, La Boîte de Jeu, Undaunted 2200, Osprey, Captain Flip, Playpunk. And the winner for the Best Retail Release of 2024 goes to, it's already won one this year, and it's winning a second, Harmonies. Harmonies, congratulations goes out to Harmonies. One of the best retail releases out there. It dropped in a small box package. People really took a liking to it. It was like Cascadia with a couple of different things. What are those different things? Cards, drafted tiles, smaller boards. Yeah, easier stuff. Congratulations goes out to Harmonies. Here to present our next award, and this is a bit awkward because we just happen to be wearing the same outfit tonight, but I want to bring them on up here. It's weird because my brother had the exact same suit. We actually had the same suits. We wore them together because we thought it would be a nice thing, and we had them made special, just two of a kind. But apparently there are more out there, I assume. And so we want to bring Mr. Ben Bearson to present our next award, Best Indie Release. Come on up here, Ben.
Thanks, you better get off the stage quick. That's true. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, hello, yes, welcome to the RABies. Now it's time for the party to begin. Just don't sit in my chair, don't sleep in my bed, don't eat my porridge, okay? And then we won't have any problems. Yeah, you know me, it's me, I'm Mr. Ben Bearson, and it is my great honor to be here presenting to you the award for Best Indie Game. These are the games that you never see coming, right? These are the games that kind of sneak up on you. Yeah. Oh, thought I had a little bit of ketchup on my suit. It's just ketchup. Don't you worry. Oh, it tastes good though. It was good. I got this suit used. Don't worry about it. But these games, the indie releases, they're a particularly special bunch, you know, because these games, they do it all themselves. That's true. They stake out their prey, you know, they target you. They come on up and they get you. They say, listen, we got something that you didn't even think that you wanted. Come on into my van here, okay? And if you don't, I'm going to come into your house and just drag you out. No, I'm just kidding. That's what the games do. It's what the games do. And I have a great amount of respect for these games, okay? So let me tell you the nominees. The nominees for Best Indie Release are Chroma Mix, Jay-Z Games. I gotta hold my head pretty still here to see through my nostrils. Stellar Drift, Mystic Tiger Games. Not quite good as Mystic Bear Games, but I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have it. It's your night. Slay the Spire, Contention Games. I always love a good slaying. One of my favorite pastimes. Harrow County, Off the Page Games. That's where I live. I live in a harrowing county. At least that's what all my victims say. This is a good one. Murders at Tealwood Manor. Now, a little bit on the nose, don't you think? Cutlass Games? Okay. What'd you do the murder with? Certainly not your bare hands. All right. One Last Score, self-published. And Helionox Chronicles.
Zeroic Games. Now, I will say something before we announce the awards. I will say something about that last one. Don't be a hero, okay? Be like Zeroic Games. Be a zero. Because nobody likes a hero. You're not gonna escape, okay? I've set up, why do you think they call them bear traps, alright? It's not to keep me out, to keep you in, okay? I just want to put that out there. If you end up being kidnapped by a bear, maybe down the line, you should remember this. Oh, yeah, oh, thank you. Okay. Now I better get back in front of the microphone. And the award for Best Indie Release goes to my favorite pastime, Slay the Spire! Slay the Spire games, congratulations. Goes into Slay the Spire. See, I always thought Slay the Spire was a video game, but now, apparently, it's a board game too. And people like it. People like it. People like playing in person. So, congratulations. Congratulations. Speaking of in person, I prefer that as well. So, I'm going to get back to some certain persons who I need to keep an eye on to make sure other jokers never see them again. But thanks, everybody. Yeah, that's right. I'm Mr. Red Bearson. This has been the Best Indie Release. Good night.
Okay. Thank you to Mr. Ben Bearson. It's always a pleasure to see you and be reminded that, you know, I'm never going to see my family again. It's good to laugh about it, right? It's nice to laugh. It's good to laugh. Okay, let's keep it going. We also want to take this time to celebrate me. You know, I've been up here for a long time, so long, in fact, that my microphone might die. Okay, the battery is dwindling as we speak, and I certainly don't want to wait to charge it. So let's get on with it. We have the nominees for the Best 2024 Room and Board Bit. The nominees are special guest Timu Terry, Trogdor, Closets. Oh, because I spend so much of my time in a closet. Yeah, I remember that time. Content creator collaboration with James. This one just says hand motion GIFs. I'm not sure what they would. Oh, there's a graph. There's something. Oh, you're talking about a tug of war. Whenever you're doing a tug of. Oh, I guess it's like a board game mechanism of the tug of war. You're tugging when like Seven Wonders Duel was here and they had the push and the pull, and you're like ah. You know, maybe it's that. I don't know. And finally, the ever lovely phrase, "It's a baby game for babies." And the best room and board bit goes to the baby game for babies. That's right. Whenever somebody is playing a game you don't like, you know what you should call it? You should call it a baby game for babies, because if you don't like it, then they shouldn't like it either. We like to make sure that nobody is tolerant of really anything here at Room and Board that differs from the norm. Opinions, culture. That first started when I called Marvel United a baby game for babies, which I stand by. I think it's a very easy game, and I don't like it. And I called it a baby game for babies for fun, and so many people took great offense to me calling it a baby game for babies. And now everything is a little baby game for babies. Kind of like Voidfall. Pathetic. Easy baby game for babies, okay? Next up, we have the best game. Again, this is our third best game category. We're not finishing with it. Again, I try to pepper these in to make it very exciting. We have the best game released in 2024 for the heavy category, and the nominees are Tainted Grail, Kings of Ruin, Awakened Realms, Inventors of the South Tigris, Garphill Games, Arcs, Leader Games, Inventions, Evolution of Ideas, Eagle Griffin Games, Harrow County, Off the Page Games, Primal, Reggie Games, Earth Under Siege, Dark Horizon Games, Stalker, Awakened Realms, Civolution, Deep Print. And the RABie goes to, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first tie. It is a tie. It is a dual RABie that goes to 2 games, Primal and Civolution. Congratulations, you are the best heavy games of all time of 2024. Congratulations goes out to Primal and Civolution. In Civolution, you're trying to manage all of these different tracks while you create an entire civilization. You're deciding if they learn how to speak or if they just grow wings. It's a huge civilization game from Stefan Feld. And in Primal, you have very big minis that rotate on a single disc while you try to stab them in the back. So both very challenging, both really hard. All right, we only have a few more left in the evening, and I want to bring up another special guest. Of course, we have a star-studded cast this evening. Our crowdfunding expert himself, we have Pablo the Pepper. Pablo the Pepper, come on and please present the most anticipated crowdfunding game that funded in 2024. What do we have to look forward to, Pablo? Pablo, you come from that way. That's my private That's my private area, though.
Hey
Pablo,
there,
where are you?
wise guys.
Okay,
Yeah, get
sorry.
off the stage.
Yeah, you're right.
Get out of here. It's me, Pablo the Pepper. You might know me from the best crowdfunding campaign of all time, Chili Mafia. That's me, Pablo the Pepper. I was just in Chris's dressing room setting a little surprise for him in case things don't go my way, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's about time that piece of garbage got what's coming to him. Anyway, I'm here to talk about the most anticipated crowdfunding game of 2024, and I assume that Ludos, any of the Ludos from my family, from my mother, my father, you wouldn't disrespect me that way. I would assume that Ludos is on here, on the list, and if it's, I assume Ludos is gonna win, so let's just give it to Ludos, eh? Alright, but, alright, I've been told in my contract they won't give me my habanero dip, if I don't say these names, so here we go. What do we got? This is actually a good one. Speakeasy. I own a couple of those. Eagle Griffin did that. And then we could go up to space. We could get Pandora Celeste. Yeah, Pandora Celeste. That'll be delivering soon. I'm almost sure of it. 20 strong Tanglewoods. If you want to go in the woods, you want to find a scary monster, you might find that bear that was running around here. I friggin' hate that guy. He's got all those limbs. I don't got limbs. Emberleaf, the City of Games. Hey, are you excited for that one? I'm excited for a little card shifting. Seem like there's some pretty hot tamales in there. Flow, Pika Games. I don't care about Flow. I didn't even read about it. But I do like myself a little sweet treat with Sweetlands from Uchibayoka. That's what it is, and what it is now. It doesn't matter what I say. What I say goes. Luthier, Pavison, Pavison, Piddle Paddle, you paddle dumb. You know, that's what I mean. We got deep regrets. That's what I have for signing up to be on this award show again. We have How to Save a World. Oh, that was the one that friggin' shill kept on saying, oh, you better get on the group buy. Get on my group buy. Oh, I'm getting a cut of the sale. They told me I'd get 90% of all the sales. That's what he didn't tell you. But hey, who doesn't like a little money on the side? Root, Homeland expansion. You want to go home? I certainly do. Galactic Cruise, Kinson Key Games. I haven't been saying any other titles, but I guess you get special treatment. Why? Because Pablo loves his cruises. Hey, I hope you put me on one. I hope I get one. I hope I get a free vacation. I've been to too many timeshares already. And finally, we have the Lands of Evershade. Awakened Realms had already won the most FOMO-iest game, so will it win most anticipated crowdfunding game? Probably. It's true. Lands of Evershade wins most anticipated crowdfunding game because you friggin' numbskulls can't separate the FOMO from the excitement. You got all the FOMO and now you're anticipating it, and you're only going to be left with disappointment, just like Chris when he looks into his suitcase. That's what I left in there. All right, I'm out of here. That's Pablo the Pepper saying peace out, my people.
Okay. Can we get somebody to? Hey, Carl, Sean, can you go check that out? Carl, you want to go check that one out for me, buddy? Cause I'm up here. I got to do it. I got to do the job that you wanted me to do. That is a consistent personal attack against me anytime we have any special guests. No more special guests. The special guests are over. We have 3 more categories left. This one is a quick one. We have the best reprint. There were a few reprints that happened this year, but we wanted to honor the best one. And the nominees for the best reprint of a game that existed before and now exists again for your pleasure are Cave Evil, Blast City Games, Survive the Island, Zygomatic, Through the Desert, BoardGameTables.com. Sorry, All Play. And the winner for the best reprint goes to, the RABie goes to, Survive the Island! Survive the Island, congratulations goes out to Survive the Island. It's a game that had left my collection, but now, who knows, maybe it'll come back as you move your little meeples. Oops! Move your little you Hans and Gloops. So I think that's what we're calling them now. From the island that's slowly crashing away into the sea and trying to get to different islands so that you can count all your treasure and be happy. Congratulations goes to Survive the Island. Now, we've reached the penultimate RABie. Only 2 more awards left to be given out. And this one is a classic. This one we keep this late in the evening so that you can put your kids to bed. Because here we have the spiciest game that was released in 2024. We've seen such novel titles as Be a Hoe on the Hill 3rd edition and Hoes of Spit Island. The creativity that can happen when you just remove some of the letters. This year, there wasn't a supervisor, and the Rabbit Academy went rampant. They really did. And so much so that sometimes I don't even know what games they're referencing here. But here are all the games that were nominated to be the spiciest game of 2024. And drop your favorite down below. ATO. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. Only Span. Stalker. Ironwood. Primal. The Awakening. Arse. Conflict and Prolapse in the Crack. Maybe that's Arcs. Andromeda's Edging. Endeavor. Deep Sea. Kink. Shart vs. Octopussy. Rock Hard. 1977. Rise and Fall. An Erection Story. Together. Colossal Sea in a Box. Boop the Balls. Okay, that was pretty good. Boner Wars. Girth Under Siege Flashpoint. Uncircumcised 2200. Come Listo. Poonhaven. Nipples and Buds. Androgynous Edgelord. Dune War for My Caucus. Setby, Search for Extraterrestrial Booty. Lord of the Nip Rings, The Search for Middle Slit. Asimonia, Rebirth, A Terrifying Story of Incest. Taint Grail, Kings of Ruining Dad Ass. Salton Seamen, Spit or Swallow. Explorers of Nevoria by Brazzers. Mistborn, The Dick Building Game. Kingdoms for Skin, Drag Lips. River of Gold, Thin Showers. Shackle Me Base, A Journey Inside My Moon. Titty Blades 2, Rise of the Knockers. River Valley Assworks. See, that one works. Eldin Cockring. Noosefjord Big Box. Hardwood Grove. Oda Lingus. Bearcordia. And Girthspan, Length or Width. We have a lot of games, a lot of spicy games, a lot of spiciness happened there. Some are funnier when you say them out loud. But only one of these can be crowned the spiciest game of 2024. And the winner of the RABie goes to Only Span. Jamie, it's number 3. Jamie, hey Jamie, can somebody get, he drove away. No, he said he would wait. He told me he would wait in his car for me. He said that we would hang out. Jamie, hey, I'm sure he's just in the washroom, you know? Jamie, you can come on, accept your RABie. Paging Jamie Stegmar to the building. Paging Jamie Stegmar to my heart. Okay. Apparently Jamie's not coming up here, but no. Sorry, I thought I saw him walking through the door. Okay, no. Okay, we're gonna move on. Are we? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on. Congratulations goes out to Only Span. Congratulations to all the spicy games that happened in 2024. We get the game spicy, so you don't have to be. Because honestly, you gotta work in the morning. And finally we are here. We have reached the end of another award show. Another RABies come and gone. Emphasis on the first one because of the previous category. But we decided to finish how we always do with the best crowdfunding campaign that was delivered in 2024. The game that after all the excitement, all the free loans you've given to the company, all the deliveries, all the shipping containers, it finally has arrived at your door in the exact time that they predicted, give or take 3 to 4 years. And the nominees for the best crowdfunding game delivered in 2024 are Cthulhu Death May Die Season 3, Come On, Diatoms, Ludo Liminal, Endeavor Deep Sea, Burnt Island Games, Agamonia, Lotopoli, Francais, Primal, Reggie Games, Skyrise, Roxley, Takenoko Big Box, Matagot Games, Andromeda's Edge, Cardboard Alchemy, Earth Under Siege, Dark Horizon Games, Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs, Cephalofair Games, Tidal Blades 2, Druid City Games, Wondrous Creatures, Bad Comet, and Leviathan Wilds, Moon Crab Games. And the final RABie of the night goes to, who would have guessed it, Primal, Reggie Games. Primal, congratulations goes to Primal. Get on up here. Come on up. He's shy. They're shy. They're still shy. They're still shy. No, don't. I said stop panning to the. Stop panning to the. I'm up here. I'm up here. This is the shot. You get the backdrop and everything, right? Congratulations goes out to Primal, Reggie Games. Primal proves that you can just stand in one spot and spin in a circle and look pretty, and everything will work out all right for you. Primal getting most of its game design from those like selfies that you can take in tourist spots where they go around and it goes takes all the photos of you and you kind of do a little shimmy, do a little dance. Yeah, well now you can play that as a board game as well. So thank you to everybody who attended. Thank you to those watching at home. A special shout out goes to you. We managed to snag this time slot and we have been pretty good on timing so far. So I want to thank you for sticking with us the whole time. And that's, sorry, just one second. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a message from my producers. What? They're saying we still have some time. We still have some time. We still have some time to kill. Okay. Okay, we still have some time. So what do they do at award shows? Something along the lines of like a recap?
Okay, a recap. Well, I can see that, because we had 100 games, or did we exceed that? You sleeved that, it seemed bad, wife was deceived, honey, these boxes showed up, and I just can't believe it, the games. Oh, the winners. Yeah, of course. The force of the best of the board of 2024. RABies bringing you more. We tabulated the scores. The Rabbit Academy added up votes to reward an award. All the best and the brightest. That's what we're here for. In unconscious mind, you got nothing to fear for. This subconscious erection of a game Freud released, one art direction and production in a retail release. That's 20 more. I'm not mentioning snubs. Don't leave me here alone like solo buttons and bugs. It makes me gloomy. You knew we would bring the cheese like halloumi. Okay, I guess that was snub, but I thought it was funny, so sue me. Back on track. I'm stacking tokens, it seems to be part of me, but it's best to keep it casual, like I was Harmonies. Though it's harming me, I didn't overpay in the pre-sale. I get to feel harmony when I buy it at retail. It's a fact that game nerds, you drop fat stacks while I'm dropping these bars like you got troops on Arrakis. Thematics attack us, the spice must flow, while the lands of Evershade, they bring FOMO. Yo, for show, you know that Stone Meyer ain't slow, cause they go deliver us the gold after gold. Yu-Gi-Go, expand the flow, shrieking hollow. And Star Wars Unlimited is that Duel Monsters clone. Let's go.
Well, that was just a little portion of the RABies 24.
We the rabbit, frothing at the mouth.
And now you're never gonna purchase any board games anymore.
Well, no, I didn't agree to that. So what's left? The medium best bet will be calling you to keep Alia edging like you was Andromeda. Placing workers, pulling them right back out of battle. Got them packed into the saddle or extracting all the matter. But what matters is the patterns on the platters of the prime. When you're crafting perfect patterns to attack them in the spine. Got a penchant for contention, games in person slay the spire. As I pile drive the piles of Reprint, survive the island final mile. Feeling heavy? I got the solution. With a weight of 420, fell the high civolution. I'm a man, a boogeyman, a creature caravan. Keep them in the stands, all my fans stand my only span. I'm a panda to them, I'll service fans, I'll do it. Give me an ounce and I'll pounce on that bounce span. You knew it, you ain't heard it before. Today's the day you know the RABies 2024. Or watch a baby show for babies, let's go.
Well, that is everything for RABies 2024.
We the RABies, we the rabbit, frothing at the mouth.
Thank
you very much, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you everyone for attending. Thank you to all the nominees. That is it for 2024's RABies. I'm going to turn it back over to the stands. Yes, give yourselves a round of applause. My name is Chris George. I do not have a catchphrase, but I do have an award show. That was big budget, so let's turn it over, and we'll see you in the next one. Primal, hey, Primal, how do you feel? How do you feel about Primal's win?
So how do you feel about the best heavy game category that happened for the Room and Board Awards, the RABies?
Humble.
Perfect. Ah, my eye. Well, just like that, another Room and Board Awards show is finished. Thanks to all the nominees. Thanks to everybody. We are here at the RABies. Everybody is here. And we're wishing you all good night. Thank you so much.
That's gotta be enough. That's gotta be enough.